Hello. Today we are going to watch the Reading Rainbow episode, Follow the Drinking Gourd. So Mr. LeVar Burton is going to explain what a drinking gourd is, and then we're going to listen to the song and the story of Follow the Drinking Gourd. Here we go.
The best way to escape was under cover of darkness. But how could they find their way north at night? They followed the drinking gourd. This is a drinking gourd. Here's a bowl for water and a handle for dipping. It looks just like that group of stars in the sky. Those stars were called the drinking gourd because it looked just like their water dippers. You can see the bowl and the handle. And there are the two special stars that help point the way north. Escaping slaves sang a song about those stars that led them to freedom. A song called Follow the Drinking Gourd.
When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Story and pictures by Jeanette Winter. Read by Keith David. Long ago, before the Civil War, there was an old sailor called Peg-Leg Joe who did what he could to help free the slaves. Joe had a plan. He'd use hammer and nail and saw and work for the master, the man who owned the slaves on the cotton plantation. At night, when work was done, he'd teach the slaves a song that secretly told the way to freedom. Just follow the drinking gourd, it said. When the song was learned and sung all day, Peg-Leg Joe would slip away to work for another master and teach the song again. One day, a slave called Molly saw her man James sold to another master. James would be taken away, their family torn apart. Just one more night together. A quail called in the trees that night. Molly and James remembered Joe's song. When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. They looked to the sky and saw the stars. Taking their little son Isaiah, old Hattie, and her grandson George, Molly and James set out for freedom that very night. They ran all night through the fields till they crossed the stream to the woods. When daylight came, they hid in the trees, watching, listening for the master's hounds set loose to find them. But the dogs lost the runaway scent at the stream, and they were not found. They hid all day in the woods. At night, they walked again, singing Joe's song and looking for the signs that marked the trail. The riverbank makes a very good road. The dead trees will show you the way. Left foot, peg foot, traveling on. Follow the drinking gourd. Walking by night, sleeping by day, for weeks they traveled on. They never knew what lay ahead. Sometimes empty bellies to sleep on. Sometimes no stars to guide the way. There was danger from men who would send them back, and danger from hungry beasts. But sometimes a kind deed was done. One day, a boy brought bacon and cornbread to share. Singing low, they traveled on. The river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking gourd. There's another river on the other side. Follow the drinking gourd. When the great big river meets the little river, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd. They climbed the last hill. Down below was Peg-Leg Joe, waiting at the wide Ohio River to carry them across. Under a starry sky, Joe rowed them across the river. He told them of hiding places where they would be safe. A path of houses stretched like a train on a secret track leading north to Canada. He called it the Underground Railroad. It carried riders to freedom. The first safe house stood on a hill. The lamp was lit, which meant it was safe to come. The door opened wide to welcome the freedom travelers. Then they were rushed to the barn, for the farmers knew there would be slave catchers near. Peg-Leg Joe went back to the river to meet others who were following the drinking gourd. The farmer sent the travelers to the next safe house. Here, they were led to a secret room hidden behind shelves. They rested and healed their wounds. Soft beds, full meals, and hot baths washed away some fear and pain. When they were strong, they traveled again from house to house to house on the underground trail, still following the drinking gourd north. At last, they came to the shores of Lake Erie. Molly and James and Isaiah, Old Hattie and young George, climbed aboard the steamship that would carry them across to Canada, to freedom. 5 more souls are safe, Old Hattie cried. They had followed the drinking gourd.
The end. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful spiritual. So what I'd like you to do now is answer a few questions. So what exactly was the drinking gourd in the sky? Where did they end up? And finally, what is a spiritual? So follow the drinking gourd is a spiritual. And I think I came up with the best definition I could find, which is African American songs about slavery and freedom. They often contain hidden codes or hidden messages. All right. Have a great rest of your day.